Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Friday. All right, guys, well, we're back to talk about Sutton Strack, who is now revealing some advice that she gave to Kathy Hilton, but Kathy did not take it. Plus, Kathy is discussing what worried her about the reunion, which I could only imagine. So before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And don't forget, we dropped a new episode of Hot Messy Podcast. It's out now. It's called Our Relationship Isn't Perfect. And I'm sorry in advance for crying. So anywhere you get your podcast, just make sure to check it out. And thank you guys so much. I always feel like it's a safe space to be pretty vulnerable with you guys. So I love you. With that, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it looks like the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, thanks you, Reality Blurb. Thank you to Reality Blurb. Resident Georgia transplant Sutton Strack is revealing that she tried to give some advice to Kathy Hilton before entering the season 12 reunion. Now, Kathy was not taking it. In a new interview, Sutton shares the advice that she gave Kathy ahead of the reunion. She said, "I had spoken to Kathy before the reunion, and I said, okay, just don't be defensive when you come in." This is what she told Page Six's virtual reality podcast, Via Heavy. Now, I'm not surprised that she would try to give advice to Kathy Hilton. I think that everyone was probably looking at Kathy like, okay, the women are going to come in. They're going to be pretty aggressive with you. So just get ready. And Kathy, she said in other interviews that she was not afraid of the reunion. She was not afraid to face these women, and she was not backing down. So good for you, Kathy. Stand your ground. Referencing Kathy's explosive and bold blowout with Lisa Rinna, Sutton recalled that all the advice went in one ear and out the other when it came to the reunion. I hadn't spoken to her for a couple of days, and the next thing I know, it was like, oh gosh, well, she didn't take my advice. Here she goes. But you know, Kathy's going to be Kathy. And she's right. Kathy is her own person. Kathy knew what she was walking into, and Kathy wanted to make sure that nobody was going to get the better of her. Nobody was going to shut her up. And you have to think about it too. Kathy didn't just go into this reunion watching the reunion episodes. Kathy went into this reunion after knowing that Lisa Rinna was all over social media, trashing the hell out of her and her daughter. Of course she's going to go in there a little bit like, you want to play? Let's play. Kathy's reunion appearance has been positively praised by the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills fans, who applauded Kathy for standing up to Lisa and holding her own amongst the ladies, including her sister Kyle Richards. In fact, she was looking forward to confronting the women. I was like so excited. I could not wait. I couldn't wait. All of the other girls, you know, most of them are like, oh, I'm nervous. I don't want to do this, whatever. They dread it. I could not wait. And this is what she admitted during an October 2022 BravoCon appearance. This was during her panel. Kathy desperately wanted to address the alleged setup by Lisa Rinna, the biggest bully in Hollywood, and Erica Jane to take her down, which I totally believe that there was a setup. I think that Kathy came in. She came in halfway through filming. She probably commanded a huge salary. She gets to be a friend of. She's not required to do the same as the rest of the women. She gets to show up to trips. She doesn't necessarily have to show up for filming. She really does whatever she wants, and she's pitching her brands. And I think the women are like, oh, this is bullshit. And she's a fan favorite. But don't be mad. And don't try to take somebody out. Lisa Rinna's like, I would never want somebody to be fired. Girl, you're trying to get her to leave the show. It's the same thing. I had people from the show telling me that this was a setup this entire time by these two girls. And by the way, if people are really worried about me, why wouldn't they call Kyle, my husband, production, when Lisa said I had a break? But she decides to call the media, the press, tell her little go-to people, and Erica. This is what Kathy told TMZ back in October. The only issue she was worried about regarding the reunion was the amount of time that she had to address all of her issues. And let's be honest, she had a lot to get off her chest. When you are talking your truth, and you finally get to say what happened, because as you know, with these shows, they're an hour-long commercial time. So what is left? 45 minutes and 8 women. And I'm not one of the stars, so I'm just a friend. So I have the least amount of time to speak. As Kathy and all of the cast's fates will hang in the air ahead of season 13 of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, because there's been so many rumors, right? One of the rumors was that Kathy was going to not return if the other women, well, Erica and Lisa, came back. And I don't know if that's necessarily a rumor. I think she told that to TMZ. The other rumor was The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills had been canceled, which that's absolutely not true. Then we heard that Dorit was going to be demoted to a friend of, and Crystal and Diana are getting fired. The point is, none of these situations have been confirmed. Until Bravo lets us know who the new cast is, or until filming starts and we have paparazzi photos of the women and they're getting ready to go into the battlefield of season 13, we don't actually know. We don't know what's going to happen, and we can't, I mean, all we can do is sit here and speculate. Younger sister Kyle believes that Kathy is too well-liked, especially after her reunion performance, and if her friends on the cast were to go against her, fans will hate them. I agree with that. People love Kathy. And even if Kathy had a meltdown, to which she copped to, she said, I had a meltdown. I had a moment that was unfortunate and it wasn't my best moment. She said it. So when you're like, I had to get it off my chest or else I was going to get cancer, Kathy, and everybody, I had to get it off my chest. It just sounds like you sound like crazy. It sounds crazy. It's so disrespectful. It's ignorant. It's all of the above. I think all of them were like, well, if we say Kathy did this or was not nice to Kyle, then people will hate us because they like Kathy Hilton and they're mad at Kyle right now. So I see through all of that. And this is what she explained on 2 T's in a Pod. Now, getting back to it, Bravo has put season 13 of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills on pause momentarily, and filming is set to begin at the beginning of 2023 in order to take a break from the dark season 12. Before they picked up right where they left off. And I think that was partially because, or maybe mostly because, Erica Girardi was going through all the legal stuff and they did not want to skip a beat. However, it's not shocking that they're taking 2.5 months or 2 months off of filming and trying to get this in order. I mean, there's been so much fan feedback, so much fan backlash, and people want a cash shakeup. So I don't know what this looks like for Lisa Rinna. I'm shockingly surprised that she's been a little bit quiet on social media, but that doesn't mean that she won't pick up right where she left off, well, whenever she wants to. Lisa Rinna, I feel like, will do whatever Lisa Rinna wants. And even Andy Cohen telling her she's a double disaster on social media, it's not stopping her. Lisa Rinna, I think that she's very emotional. Crystal Kung Minkoff said that to Danny Pellegrino on the Everything Iconic podcast, that she's emotional. She's emotional, and there's nothing in their contract saying that they can't all go on social media and air their grievances. So that's exactly what she's doing. But I don't want to just give you this information and not ask what you think. So go ahead, comment below. What are your thoughts about all of this? What are your thoughts about Sutton giving Kathy some advice and Kathy not taking it? And then on top of that, how do you feel about Kathy just being excited to go into the reunion? I feel like she knew exactly what she was going in to say. Good for her. She didn't let these women intimidate her. She sat down on the couch and she's like, hi, girls. And they're like, hi. Lisa Rinna looked like she was so nervous. And there were Aspen receipts that never got aired. They were never brought out, from what Andy Cohen says. I don't know how much of that I believe. I'm just curious because I know that they started A Paris in Love season 2 with her and her husband. That's on Peacock. It's affiliated with NBC. Obviously, it's under the same umbrella. So maybe they work something out. I don't know. Guys, go ahead and comment below. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And also don't forget, a new episode of Hot Messy Podcast is out today. Make sure to go check it out. We get a little bit vulnerable about our relationship, Jason and I. So I'm so curious to hear your thoughts. And since you're checking it out, drop a 5-star rating, a review, and let us know what you think. I love you, and we'll see you so very soon. Bye, guys.